Hi guys, Lady Random here and welcome back to Feed the Beast Inventions. We are down by the pressure chamber. I've been doing a bit of research and it seems that plastics we were looking at before, the burst seeds are now not a thing. What we actually need is to make plastics an oil base, which is still part of Pneumaticraft, but it means that we need different equipment in order to do this. So I kind of thought we'd make a start on that today. How much of it we're actually going to get through, I don't know, just because what we could do is probably get the basic series of machines made that we actually need in order to do this. Whether we'll get to the point where we're actually starting the plastic making process is yet to be seen, but we shall see. I do need to make a little bit more compressed iron, so I thought, well, we could actually use our pressure chamber to do that. So I just want to grab some fuel very quickly. I think we'll just have to use a bit of coal, I think, sort of on this particular occasion. I'm also thinking that when we come to set this up, I'm actually going to move some of this, maybe get the pressure chamber sort of maybe tucked a little further away, maybe sort of back it up against this if we can. Just have to have a think. Maybe on this wall we've got a little bit more room, but just sort of not have everything near the middle. The reason being, I mean, all of this works on the compressors rather than sort of any kind of power through these, so we don't need it to actually be near the power. We can have that here for when we actually do need actual power. How are we doing with our fuel? Oh, we're down to our last fuels there. So what I need is to reconnect this here. So hopefully, let's go around here, we should do that. Let's go doink. That's that reconnected. We need to put in our fuel to start getting the pressure up. We are going to be making compressed iron, so we should be able, I believe, if we go it didn't actually let us put that in there. Where is it? Let's grab that. We'll put that into there. That should then deposit this into our pressure chamber, is the plan. Why for you no work? We got this set. We've set to input, haven't we? Yep, we've got it set to input. So why for you no go in? Let's take the hopper back for a second. That's why. We just said that we just wanted that in there, didn't we? So let's reconnect that. Pop those back in there. Those should start feeding into our pressure chamber. There we go. So that is now in there. The pressure should be building up. Not enough pressure, so yeah, we need 2 bar pressure. So it's creeping up there. It is creeping up. So hopefully that will go. And we've got enough pressure in there. Is that creeping up? Very, very slowly, I think. Yeah, it is. You can see that's gradually going up. So we just need that to get up to pressure. So from the output, I guess that we just it's not actually doing anything at the moment. We don't actually want that to be coming out at the moment, do we? Do we maybe need to wait for it to get up to pressure before we put it in? Is that letting us take it out? Because that's always looking like that's stuck in there, isn't it? Nearly up to 1. But that only looks like there's 2. in there. The rest of it looks to be stuck on the output. Interface status is in export mode, no problems. And what we want to come out is, say, materials. Ooh. Item name, that's what we want. So we want it to be compressed. There we go. So that should then eject compressed iron, I believe. So we're all getting there. So pressure's creeping up on this, which is good. That we've just about got enough fuel in there to be able to do this. I'm just wondering why that has exported. That's the same, no problems. So we're at 1.5 bars there. What I want to know is why this is here. Why have we got 4 of those in there? We don't want that. So what I don't want to do is break it at the moment. So we might have to let some of this go. Oh look, we're nearly there. Where are we up to? 1.8. Creeping up 1.9. Hopefully when that gets to 2, there we go, 2 bars. So that in theory, there we go, stuff is now happening. There we go, compressed iron. Awesome. So that now looks like that is happening. Does that mean that we can now get stuff out of here? No, you see, I don't understand why this is not working. We might have to, this, as much as it pains me to do this, let's grab what we've got out of here. We need to put that there. We're going to lose our pressure a little bit because we need to replace this block here. Nope, not like that. I think we need to, let's just get 1, 2 like so, that there like so. Oh, you can go there, you can go there. There we go. So we got 5 out of the 4. We have to put these in one at a time. See why? I don't understand why that has exported that. Do we need a pipe to pull this out? I wonder. Let's have a look. Do we have... Let's see if an item conduit will work. This might not connect properly. I wonder whether this will... Ah, you do. Excellent. So that means we can then grab this chest like so, and we'll connect you to there like so. Let's make this extract active without signal. Make you insert. There we go. So maybe what we'll have to do is wait until maybe this is up to pressure again before we can put those in. We might need to go and grab ourselves an extra bit of coal, which it certainly looks like we might need to do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's grab 5 of those. We'll stick these back away for the moment. We've got 5 of our compressed iron, so at least we know our pressure chamber is working. We'll keep an eye on the pressure amount, so we're nearly up to 1. Well, what we'll do, while that's getting up to pressure again, why don't we look at some of the other machines that we actually need to make. So, in order to make the oil-based, we actually need to have a refinery. We need what is it? A thermopneumatic processing plant, I believe. We need a plastic mixer and we need vortex tubes. So we need to be able to make those items to do that. So I was thinking with a refinery, probably the best thing to do for us is to make another one of the N-Dry fluid tanks. So I put one of those together, which is cool. We also then need our plastic mixer. So that's again pretty straightforward. It's just compressed iron ingots, 3 glass. That gives us our plastic mixer. We need the vortex tube, and the vortex tube is a device that basically sort of makes stuff hot and cold, so it changes the air temperature. So one side of the vortex tube will be expelling hot, the other will be expelling cold. So they're kind of polar opposites in that respect. And again, we just need some compressed iron, we need some gold, and we need some pressure tubes. So that gives us our vortex tube. And then the last item, which was our thermopneumatic processing plant. Let's just put in processing plant. There we go, thermopneumatic processing plant. So this is... Ooh, this is interesting. So this is some glass, some redstone, and a pressure tube, which is good. So let's grab I think we have got some pressure tubes in here still. Yes, we do. Hopefully we can just use normal glass. Redstone and 5 ingots, which we have. It's a piece of redstone. So let's go into here. Let's click on you. Let's click on you. What are we missing? Okay. Oh, it's just showing us the recipe, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you there. You there. One of you there. And you there. And then I've started setting up this here, and I'm having an absolute complete mental block on what that is that we're actually needing to make. Because I did kind of start creating something, and I think, it's the tanks. That's the tanks, and that's what we need our extra iron for. So we're actually going to need another 2 iron ingots. So this is for part of the refinery. 1, 2. So we need 6 in total. So hopefully down here we're going to be up to pressure now that we can pop those in. Yeah, we're up to 2 bar. That's perfect. So let's throw those in there. So hopefully that will take those in and not eject them straight away. Why has that done that? Why has that done that? I'm beginning to wonder whether I actually even need these. Let's try putting it in that way. That's really bizarre. You see, I thought I needed both. But maybe not. Why don't we try putting them in one at a time? That's really, really strange. That's just not happening, is it? Right, I think the output, I don't think we need that. Let's go grab ourselves another one of the windows back. And we'll just have to maybe do an in and out on this. So let's grab pressure chamber window. We're going to briefly lose a little bit of pressure. Hopefully not so much that we can't build it up again quickly. And what we'll do is we'll take this out. Let's make this do one. Like so. Let's take this, which is good. Let's take this out quickly whack that back in. Let us connect this to here, like so. So you should be extract. So we actually want that in and out, don't we? And we want this in and out. Hopefully this will work. So if we feed stuff in that way. Are you going to eject in? I know we don't have enough pressure at the moment, or has that gone straight back in? See, that's got... Oh. Where are you? Let's take that out. Where have you gone? There we go. Let's go you back in there. Let's just make that insert. Let's just make this extract. Active without signal. Let's let the pressure build up again. With this we are out of coal, so let's just whack that in there to get that pressure working again. And we can probably throw this into here. Why are you not going in? Why is that not working? Take you back. Oh. Right, maybe it does need to be the hopper. Let's go with the hopper. That was working previously. Is that connected to that? No, it hasn't. Let's connect you to that. Let's put you in there like so. I don't understand why this is not now going in. So is it stuck in there? So not enough pressure. Ah, no, it's let it in now. Okay. So 0.2 bar. Yep, so we've got the pressure building up. I think we're just going to have to kind of suck it up at the moment until we figure this out. Maybe we can swap that. And make that sort of a insert an extract, and then what we'll do is change that once that's actually done. So what we can do in the meantime, let's get ourselves some of our bits set up. So we're still waiting for the tanks for the refinery, but we first of all need our refinery, which is the thing that we're actually making at the moment that we can't finish. We then need the thermopneumatic processing plants. I'm kind of thinking, why don't we set these down maybe here. That then runs into our plastic mixer, which we'll put here. Maybe not all the way back there. So in theory we should be able to put that there. And this is the vortex tube, and this is the thing that we actually need to make stuff happen. So we'll pop it down just for a second so we can have a look at it. So you can see we've got one side which is red and one side which came up blue. And what you can do, you can actually, with a wrench, we can actually make a wrench very quickly. It should be this wrench here, or any wrench actually in theory. So which wrench shall we go for? And I know I have seen the battle wrench used for that. Why don't we look at... So we have actually got our electric wrench. Yeah, I don't know whether we should use... Have we got a... Do we have a proper wrench for this? Doesn't look like it. So let's have a look. That's quite expensive to make, isn't it? There we go. 3 iron and a tin. Why don't we make that? Just so I can kind of show you the basics, as it were. So 3 iron and a tin. Most definitely doable. So 1 tin, 1, 2, 3 iron in a sort of wrench shape. Like so. That gives us our wrench. And with that, what we should be able to do is swap the sides of our vortex tube. Like so. So, doink. Yep, there you go. So it's red and blue that way. Do you have to shift and right click? Oh, that picks it up. I think if you click on this side of it, there we go. So if you click on the side, it swaps it from top to bottom, and it also swaps the output side as well. So with that, you'll just need the pressure tubes to link all of these together to actually sort of make the heat. So that's having your basic machine set up. Let's have a look and see how we're doing with the old pressure. We're very nearly there, which is good. There we go. That is our compressed iron made. So in theory, if we make this extract and we make this insert, are you going to extract those bits? Doesn't look like it. How on earth do we pull this stuff out then without having to kind of just keep breaking this damn thing apart, which is not something I want to do. There we go. Well, anyway, that gives us 6 of those. So in theory, we should be able to now go and finish off part of our refinery, which is in here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that right? I'm now questioning whether that's right. Refinery. Oh look, I've got it completely the wrong way round. What a noob. Right, so you there, you there, you there, you there. There we go. So that gives us our refinery. Now these you can stack. It's probably good to have sort of 4 high on those. But yeah, that will actually, you see there, we've not got enough heat at the moment. So what we could do with this is we would actually apply the heat. So with this we need to actually generate some heat using an air compressor. So we can actually run a pipe, probably with this air compressor again, which is why I want to sort of reorganise what we've got here, so we can actually sort of utilise this for both things. But what we do is we will put our oil into here, and that's what I will use the ender tank for. Is that the idea being that hopefully we should be able to put that into here. So excuse me, I had a little bit of a cough there. Make that active with that signal. What we should be able to do is make the bottom of that as a push So what that should then do is hopefully, I love this when it does that, start pumping our oil into here. We need to get temperature to a certain point. At the moment it's only at sort of 22 degrees. What that will then do is put it into the 3 stages. So we'll actually get from basically the crude oil, so the black stuff that you're just pulling straight out of the ground, that will go in here. It will process it through the series of coils here, and that will sort of dispense it into the various states. Now what you will actually end up getting is you will get diesel initially, then you'll get kerosene, you'll get gasoline, and then LPG. What you can do is you can convert the diesel, the kerosene and the gasoline also directly into LPG as well. But let's face it, we're going to have a ton of oil, so we should be able to get plenty from that. But that will actually produce all 3 of those. And what we actually need is the LPG, and it's the LPG that we will be feeding in to, I think it's the thermopneumatic processing plants. So actually we've probably got these at the wrong end of the process. We need to shift these around a bit. So that will go into the thermopneumatic processing plant. That will take the LPG and that will turn that into liquid plastic. And then we take the liquid plastic into the plastic mixer, and that will produce our different types of plastic. And we can choose, I think, the colours that you put in. But again, all of this is obviously needing heat. So probably we'll need to make a few more vortex tubes to power sort of each of these machines. I don't think one is going to be enough to cover all of them, just because there's only a certain amount of temperature that you can actually reach with those. But that is the basic machine. So what we'll need to do is obviously get the setup in the right order, get everything wired together, and we'll look to come back in the next episode and actually start making ourselves some plastic. But there we go. We are starting Pneumaticraft. Scary, huh? But yeah, hope you all enjoyed the episode and you found it useful. I'm going to sign off for now, but we shall see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.